What's up, everybody? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. Super excited. I found a ton of the new Batman figures, and I could not be happier. Found these guys at Target. They're retailing for about $8.99 a piece. Very excited. The first one that we're looking at here is the standard Batman figure from the brand new Robert Pattinson movie, The Batman, hitting theaters March 4th. Super excited for this one, you guys. Here's the UPC for the standard Batman if you need it. Taking a look next at Selina Kyle, Catwoman. Very excited for this character to play out in the movie. I kind of feel like she's going to be the one who guides Bruce to do what he does as Batman. I think the movie takes place in year 2, so maybe he's been crime fighting for about a year. And this is kind of where Batman's story picks up. Very excited for this. And here we have Wingsuit Batman. So I assume at some point, based on all the merch that we've gotten so far that advertises this as the Wingsuit Batman, that at some point Batman will spread his wings and fly, or he'll have some kind of gliding capabilities. Very cool. They advertised this card thing. I'm not quite sure how it works. So we will have to take a look and see. Kind of reminds me of the old detective stuff from Batman the Animated Series. So that'll be really cool to see. There's supposed to be a 4th one in the wave, Penguin. I unfortunately did not find him. All right, we're going to get these guys out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. All right, you guys. We got our figures out of the packaging and they look really good. Super excited for these. All right, so taking a look at our first figure here is Batman, the brand new 4-inch scale from Spin Masters, The Batman Movie Collection. A really cool looking figure. If you've seen my previous review, you'll know that this is more or less the exact same sculpt. This one does not have any battle damage. This is our standard figure. He looks phenomenal, you guys. I gotta tell you, I really do like this guy a lot. I think the best advice that I can give you is looking at this guy in hand and seeing the other one that's battle damage, and just, taking the Wingsuit Batman out of the packaging. And, there's one that comes with the Batmobile as well. There is a lot of the same Batman that we're going to get over and over again. So play your cards right. If you're a completionist and you want to get them all, then you definitely need this. This is the basic original Batman figure. If you don't need them all, then I would tell you maybe skip this one and just get him with the Batmobile, or just get him in the 2-pack with Catwoman. But still, nevertheless, a really cool looking figure, one that I'm really excited to have. For Batman's articulation, it's pretty standard for most Spin Master figures. So movement in his head, side to side. His arms come out, forward and back, full 360. There's a bend and a twist at the elbow. No wrist articulation, no waist articulation. His legs come out, forward. They go up about that far. They don't really go back. There's a cut right here at the thigh. There's a bend at his knee. And there's no twist here, but there is a boot cut. So his boot does twist. And that's about it for Batman. A really cool basic figure. I think they absolutely nailed it. This is exactly what we're going to see in the movie. A very cool figure. For Batman's accessories, he comes with a few interesting pieces. He comes with this chest plate, which I was very curious about. It fits right on, and it actually is a pretty snug fit. And so it just looks exactly like the armor that we already got. I'll give you the Wingsuit Batman right here so you can kind of see. Wingsuit Batman has the same sculpt as standard Batman. You can see really it is the exact same. To me, it looks like the exact same design. There is no pointy ears on this bat emblem for this chest armor. It just looks like it's got some battle damage. So if anything, it kind of looks like the Arkham video games, just like he's got more chest armor. But it is the exact same design. So that is his first accessory that he comes with. He's got, and I have noticed that these figures are a little bit more difficult to stand up. I got to find some action figure stands for these guys for sure. Displaying them on the shelf. His next accessory is what looks like a grapple gun, and it does fit in his hand. So here you can see Batman's grapple gun. It is a solid red, and it looks pretty cool. I really do like that a lot. I really like that they are incorporating the color red. That just happens to be my favorite color. So nice to see that they're doing that with Batman. It's a nice break from all of the Bat Tech stuff that we got in all blue. So definitely nice to get some red accessories. And then his other accessory is a Batarang. And the Batarang looks just like Batman's emblem on his chest. This is what his Batarang looks like. It is very difficult for my camera to pick up, but I'm gonna try. It's really small, so if you're a little kid, this will probably be one of the accessories that you lose right away. There we go. There's Batman's Batarang, and that's what it looks like. It looks exactly like his chest emblem. Maybe his chest emblem comes off at some point, and that is what he uses as a Batarang. There's also the really big rumor that his Batarang is based on his parents, and that was the murder weapon or the gun that killed his parents. He got it, fragmented it, and he uses that as his emblem or his calling card. Very cool. A really cool looking figure. Speaking of calling cards, we got this card. This is supposed to be like the detective card. It's got Batman logo on the back, and then it's got the Batmobile inside. And so the idea is supposed to be that it is an evidence card. So you find it, and you can't really tell what it is, but then you put it in there, and you can see that it's definitely the Batmobile. Very cool. For $9, you really can't go wrong here. There's a lot going on, and I think if you're a kid, this is definitely going to be a fun toy. If you're a collector, this is one that you gotta have. Next, taking a look at the brand new Selina Kyle figure, a very cool figure, very nice sculpt. Again, very similar to the other figure that I've already seen. If you saw my Batman Catwoman 2-pack review, the Selina Kyle Chase, where they have battle damage on them. So this is the standard figure, the original figure. This is definitely going to be the one that you want. She definitely looks like Zoe Kravitz to some degree. Some say yes, some say no. I think for a $9 figure, they definitely accomplished the look, and she looks really cool. I really do like this sculpt a lot. Very nice, very solid figure, and very cool. I'm really hoping at some point we get a masked version of her. I know the McFarlane figure should be masked, so she'll probably be unmasked at some point. She also has a little bit of a hard time standing. I'm really excited for her accessories and really excited to see what she does in the movie, so should be pretty good. For her articulation, she's got movement in her head side to side. It is kind of a soft plastic. I had this problem previously with her arms. Let's see if it was just that figure. So her arm comes up, forward and back, full 360. Is there a bend? Yes, solid bend and twist right here at the elbows. And her legs come out, forward. They don't really go back. There's a cut right here at the hip. And there is a bend, and unlike Batman, a twist, full 360 at the knee. A very cool figure. Super excited to have this one. Again, we're probably going to get multiple Selina Kyles. If you want the original one, this is probably going to be the best way to do it, at least for now. A very cool figure. For Selina's accessories, she comes with some claws, some Catwoman claws. They are definitely the Spin Master type because they don't go over her hands. They attach as if she's got a new set of hands like this. So definitely interesting to see. There, that was a tight fit, but that's kind of how it's supposed to look. Kind of looks like she's just got giant hands or Batman hands. That is really funny. It doesn't even look like, well, I mean, I guess it could look like claws. I really don't know, you guys. Kind of am not digging this accessory very much. I think the whip and the knife are going to be much cooler. Anyways, that's what those look like. Kind of looks like she has mechanical hands. But she could definitely use both as like her cat claws. It's definitely very much appreciated. They went out of their way to make this an accessory. But again, if you're a little kid, these are really tiny. Probably something that you could lose right away. It says it's for ages 3 and up, so definitely keep that in mind. That could really be a choking hazard, especially for a 3-year-old. Trying to get my camera to focus there so you can see what she looks like with those huge hands. Very interesting indeed. Taking a look at the rest of Catwoman's accessories, she's got a whip, which I think is really cool. If I'm going to display her, it's probably got to be with the whip, her classic MO, just as a supervillain. That's really cool. I really do like that a lot. Of course, you know, for more money, you'd probably get one that kind of like has the pipe cleaner metal material inside of it so you can form it the way you want it. But still, this is really cool, and it looks like she's using it based on the way that it is sculpted, so that is very nice indeed. I really do like that a lot. Also, if you got any other 3 3/4 or 4-inch Catwoman figures, that could also work out very nicely, and you could use that. She's also got a knife, which I think is really interesting. And I don't know if this is her knife or not, because we also get this same knife with the Wingsuit Batman, which is very interesting. So this is the knife. This is the other side of the knife. A very interesting piece. Kind of reminds me of Red Hood. And again, not sure if it belongs to Selina Kyle or if it belongs to Batman. But it is definitely a cool piece. And she's a really cool figure. For $9, I think you can't go wrong with this one. Very cool, and I really do like that figure a lot. Selina Kyle also comes with one of these evidence cards, which looks like it has the Bat Cycle on it. Very cool. And again, same gimmick. The card comes out. You can't really tell what it is. And then you put it in there, and then you can clearly see that is the mock-up for the Bat Cycle. Pretty nice. And next, taking a look at our brand new Wingsuit Batman. This has definitely got to be the exact same sculpt that we got with our basic Batman figure. Still, though, a very nice piece. I really do like that a lot. So his cape, I guess I'll show it to you first, and then I'll detach it. It's attached up here, and that doesn't come apart. It's attached at his wrist and at his ankles. And it's kind of like a squirrel suit. So, comes up like that. Again, if you're a little kid, you could very easily rip this, break it, lose it. The plastic on his ankles and his wrist could break off. But yes, that's what it looks like. Opened up all the way. And then you could take that off, take that off, take that off, and take that off. And then it just kind of flaps there like a cape. I suppose if you wanted to use this as a basic Batman figure, you could if you were really desperate and cut the other pieces off or try and fold it back. But yeah, make no mistake, this is the same sculpt for sure. A very cool figure. Unfortunately, I really wish, you know, even a simple paint deco change, even if it was a slight one, would have been good. But still, a really cool figure to have. One that I really like. For Batman's articulation, without his cape attached, his head moves side to side. His arms come out, forward and back, full 360, bend, twist at the elbow. His legs come out, forward, back. There's a cut at the hip, a bend, no twist, but a turn here at the knee. Very cool. And then we can attach these to him again, and you can see his range of motion is not much. My goodness, I feel like I'm going to break this right now. It's $9. It's not too expensive. It is definitely a very cheap rubbery plastic that attaches to the ankles and to his wrist. A little troublesome. Definitely, if you're a collector, this is going to be one that you just want to have on display. Doing his thing, probably not holding anything. And I got one leg that continues to pop off. So you can see my struggle here, how difficult this is. Still, though, definitely cool to have. So, what kind of mobility does Batman have? Not much. If you want to have him like standing there standard, and one of the legs already popped off again, but you could have him stand like this on the shelf, like he's a basic Batman figure, just like that. Good. Again, I can't stress enough how hard these guys are to stand sometimes. Not horrible, but definitely difficult. Anyways, that is Batman's articulation with his wingsuit cape. Still, overall, a really cool piece. One that I'm really happy to have, to be able to add to my collection. Very cool. For Batman's accessories, he comes with a gun or something like a gun. I'm not sure what it is. It is red, and it really doesn't want to fit in his hand. There it is. I would tell you that this is a grapple gun, but I don't know for certain. Maybe it's a sonar gun. I feel like we already took a look at that grapple gun earlier, and that was definitely what that was. This is definitely a different kind of gadget. Not sure what it is. So if you think you know what it is, take a look in the comments below. Leave me your thoughts and let me know what you think. But definitely a cool piece. And then we also got our standard Batarang, which is the exact same emblem that's on his chest, and the same piece that we got with our standard Batman figure. For some reason, and you can see my struggle here, this is uncut. This is just how tough it is to put these weapons in his hand. I want you guys to see it so that way you can understand. If you're a parent trying to buy this for your kid, it's a cool figure, but man, it's kind of tough with those weapons. But still, it is really cool. If you're a collector, if you're somebody who's trying to be a Batman completionist, you definitely got to get the wingsuit. I imagine that'll be a big part of the movie. Still, though, very cool. And then he also comes with a knife. Then the knife is debatable. We don't know if that's Batman's knife or Catwoman's knife. It came with both of them. Maybe Spin Master sculpted some accessories, and maybe they didn't have too much to go off of, so they duplicated that knife for both of them. Still a really cool figure, one that I'm really happy to have and add to my collection. He also comes with a card as well. This one I think has got to be the coolest because we can see his wrist gauntlets and his mask very nicely here. This is a really, really cool piece. Kind of like it's the design for the movie, and I really do like that. The mask actually looks a little bit different than what we've seen before. The gauntlets look pretty true to what we got. So, very cool stuff. For $9, there's your Wingsuit Batman, a really cool figure. Taking a look at a size comparison, here's our standard Batman figure with his armor on, and our Wingsuit Batman figure just in a lineup with a couple other Spin Masters. So we have the one from the 2-pack that was previously reviewed, so you can see the battle damage. And you can also see standing next to some regular size Spin Master figures. The standard Batman figure from Spin Master has been 3.75 inches, and our new ones are just a little bit taller, standing at about 4 inches tall. So very cool, very nice, and these do fit in together very well. You could easily have 3 different Batmans here, one that's armored, one that's beat up, and one with the wingsuit on display. And it looks like they're all doing different things, and they all look a little bit different slightly. But you can definitely tell that is the same sculpt on all 3 of these, minus, the extra details there. So still, very cool, very nice. And this Batman figures, I think they fit in very nicely together. For a new Catwoman figure, here is a size comparison with some of her previous counterparts and other characters from the Spin Master Batman line this far. So, taking a look at these two, I think they're definitely identical. The one that we got from the 2-pack and the one that we got as a single carded figure, they definitely look very, very similar. And you can tell also that they are just a hair taller, just a little bit taller than your average standard 3.75 inch figure. Nonetheless, they look really cool. They're definitely the exact same sculpt. So up to you if you'd rather have battle damaged Catwoman or the standard Catwoman. Maybe you'll watch the movie and then you'll determine which one you like better. if she's battle damaged most of the movie, maybe that's what you're going to be after. Still, very, very cool figures, and I think it was executed very well. I really like this Catwoman. And here is one more size comparison of our new figures with some other Spin Master characters. You can see that it looks like Batman fits in really well with Nightwing and Robin, just as it should be. Like, they should be just a little bit shorter than Batman. And Wonder Woman is actually a little bit of a bigger figure. It's a little bit of a trick on the eyes. I mean, she's an Amazon, so I can tell they tried to sculpt her as if she's just a little bit taller. But it looks like she fits in very nicely as well. So definitely really cool figures. If you play your cards right, you'll definitely find some characters among the Spin Master waves that actually scale very nicely with the new Batman movie figures. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, these are the brand new Spin Master, the Batman movie collection figures. They're 4-inch figures. Found these guys at Target for $8.99 a piece. We have standard Batman, Selina Kyle, and Wingsuit Batman. Very cool figures. I actually have one of my daughters here, Cece. She's 6 years old. She's been watching along with me as I review these figures. She's very excited for the new Batman stuff, and she's a very big Batman fan. And I wanted her to share her thoughts and feelings on these new figures. Cece, what do you think of these guys?
I think they're really cool. And also that it's weird that the Catwoman whip doesn't actually, like, how that's, like, how we have to use that as a handle instead of this being the handle, because this was supposed to be the handle and it doesn't actually fit in her hand, so that's a little bit interesting. And also how the knives got duplicated to two Batmans.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, interesting. What do you think about those red cards?
They're really cool.
Yeah, nice to collect.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You could also use them as trading cards.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Thank you, Cease.
Welcome.
All right, you guys. So there you have it. From a collector standpoint, I think these are really cool figures to have. I'm really excited for these and whatever else is to come in the wave. Penguin, the Batcave, whatever else. I think for a little kid standpoint, I think there's definitely an appeal, hit and miss in certain areas. But overall, these are really, really cool figures. And the price point of $8.99, you really can't beat that. These are definitely cool, definitely intriguing, and there's a lot going on. Keep it right here in my channel. I got more new Batman stuff to review coming at you soon. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.